Welcome to the HFY Vault channel. Remember to like and subscribe if you like the story. Enjoy and take care. The alarms on Starship Helios 9 were silent that night. The hallways were dark. Everyone was asleep, everyone except Commander Lyra Voss. Her legs were trembling. She sat on the edge of her bed, gripping the sheets so tightly that her knuckles turned pale blue. Her heart was beating fast. Her breath shook. She had fought in battles, crossed asteroid fields, faced death more than once, but she had never felt something like this. And the cause was a human. Not just any human, Evan Holt, the engineer who had joined the crew only a week ago. Lyra stared at her legs. They trembled like they were carrying electric fire. She could not understand it. Alien warriors from her world never shook. Never trembled. Never lost control like this. It was embarrassing, frightening, confusing. And worst of all? The feeling began after she met with Evan in the engine room yesterday night. What did he do to me? Lyra whispered, her voice cracking with anger and fear. Her people, the Valari, were strong. Their bodies were built for war. No human had ever made one of them shake, physically or emotionally. But something had happened yesterday. Something she didn't want to believe. Something she didn't want to accept. And tonight, her legs refused to stop shaking. Lyra clenched her jaw and stood. She had to find the human. She had to demand an answer. She stormed out of her room, her steps uneven but full of fury. In the quiet corridor, lights flicked on as she passed. A sharp determination burned in her eyes. "This ends now," she muttered. She was Commander Lyra Voss, daughter of the Valari warlord. She would not be defeated by trembling legs. And she would not let a human confuse her like this. Not again. Not ever. The human who broke the rules. Evan Holt was half asleep, fixing an overheating regulator in the engine room. He yawned, tightening a bolt. He didn't notice the door slide open. He did notice when an angry alien warrior slammed her hand on the table beside him. "Human," Lyra growled, "look at me." Evan almost dropped his wrench. "Commander Lyra? Is something wrong?" Her eyes sparkled with fury. "My legs," she hissed. "They trembled all night. All night, human. Now tell me, what did you do to me?" Evan blinked. "What? I didn't do anything." "You touched me," she snapped. What? When?" Lyra leaned closer, her voice low and trembling. "In the engine room yesterday. When the coolant tank exploded. You grabbed me, pulled me away, saved me." Evan remembered. The explosion had thrown Lyra forward. He had acted on instinct, pulling her into his arms so she wouldn't fall into the burning plasma. "It was nothing," Evan said softly. "Anyone would have done it." "And oh," she shouted. "No one has ever touched a Valari warrior like that. And after that moment, my body, my legs, will not obey me." Evan raised his hands. "Commander, I swear I didn't do anything strange." She stepped even closer. "Then why," she whispered, eyes burning into his, "does my body react like this? Why can I still feel the warmth of your hands on me? Why does my heart beat so fast now?" Her voice broke. Her pride broke a little too. Evan could see fear hiding behind her anger. He took a quiet breath. Maybe you're scared," he said gently. A deadly silence filled the engine room. Lyra's eyes widened. "Scared? I do not fear anything." "You almost died yesterday," Evan said. "Anyone would feel something afterward." But Lyra shook her head. "No, human. This is not fear. Fear is cold. This is fire." She touched her own trembling thigh as if trying to calm it. "This is fire I cannot control. The truth behind the tremor." Evan thought carefully. Maybe it's shock? Adrenaline? "I do not suffer from shock," she snapped. He sighed. Then maybe, it's because someone touched you in a way you weren't prepared for. Lyra froze. The air between them became heavy, warm, electric. Evan swallowed. You said no one ever grabbed you like that. Maybe your body didn't know how to react. She stared at him, silent, her jaw tight. Slowly, her trembling legs carried her closer, so close that Evan could feel the faint heat from her skin. I have faced assassins, she whispered. I have survived poison. I have walked through fire. But a human touching me is what destroys my balance. Maybe it didn't destroy it, Evan said gently. Maybe it changed it. Lyra inhaled sharply. She didn't step back. A secret of the Valari. After a long pause, she spoke in a low voice. In my culture, when a Valari warrior's legs shake, it means something very specific. What does it mean? She hesitated. It means, the warrior's instincts have chosen someone. Evan frowned. Chosen? For protection. For trust. She swallowed. For bonding. Evan stared at her, stunned. You're saying, your instincts chose me? That is what my body believes, she said, voice trembling. But my mind refuses it. You are human. I am Valari. Our species do not connect. Evan gave a small smile. Seems like your body didn't get the memo. Lyra glared, but for the first time, her eyes softened. You are making this worse, she muttered. Sorry. And yet, she whispered, your voice calms me. She looked down at her trembling legs again. I demand you undo this. Whatever you awakened in my instincts, turn it off. Evan laughed nervously. That's not really how humans work. I do not want your human answers, she said, stepping even closer. I want you to fix this. I don't know how. Then do what you did yesterday, she said. What? The explosion? The coolant tank? Her cheeks turned faintly purple, a Valari blush. No, she said quietly. The moment after. When you held me. Evan felt his heart thump. You want me to hold you again? For analysis, she said quickly. For understanding. Nothing more. They both knew it was a lie. But Evan nodded. Slowly, carefully, he stepped forward and placed his hands on her shoulders. Her skin felt warm under his touch. Lyra inhaled sharply, her back straightening, then her legs started trembling again, even harder. She whispered, almost defeated. There. You see? It happens again, only with you. Evan tightened his gentle hold. It's okay, Lyra. She looked up at him. No, she said softly. It is not okay. Because now. I do not want it to stop. The future they didn't expect. Both stood there in the quiet engine room, the ship humming softly around them. Lyra's trembling slowly eased, not because the feeling faded, but because she let herself accept it. Her voice lowered. Human, your touch is dangerous. So I've heard. She gave a small, soft laugh, a sound no one had ever heard from her before. If my people learn of this, she whispered, they will say I have fallen to a human. Have you? She paused. Not yet, she said. But I might. Evan smiled. And if I fall too? Her eyes glowed. Then perhaps, our worlds will change together. She finally stepped back, standing steady again. But her eyes held something new, something warm, powerful, and terrifying for a warrior like her. Tomorrow, she said, you will meet me here again. Why? For more analysis. Of course, Evan said, smiling. She walked out, her legs steady now, but she looked back once at him, and her cheeks flushed purple again. Whatever had awakened between them, it was only the beginning.